Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to, I don't even know, October 16th edition of Morning Mindset. I'm your host, Todd. How are you doing today? Today, folks, we're going to talk about, what are we talking about? Life's little struggles. We're going to talk about what's going on here lately because it's been a pain. And how are we managing through that? And it just seems to all be collapsing in around me. Legit, everything I touch is going to shit. So yeah, we're gonna talk about that and how to get through it, because sometimes you just gotta laugh. It's your first time here or a long time here. This is what I need from you: who you are, where you're from, what's in your cup, and what the weather is like near you. There's frost on the ground this morning. Frost, 5 o'clock this morning. I'm outside and there's frost. That's trash. It's trash. I'm not ready for it. Went from like 85 degrees and crazy winds to now frost on the ground. Not ready for that at all. As far as what's in the cup, sparkling kiwi guava. Sparkling kiwi guava is in the cup right there. And our 5 things just got changed up because we've got to figure some stuff out. Because we'll go through our 5 things. Here's where we're at right now. DTF, we got that going out. We've got design work that needs to get done. A couple quotes that came in. Invoice 4 quotes that came in yesterday that were approved, and working on a business. Because it is Wednesday. We do have our Monday, Wednesday, Friday calls in our mentorship community. And then we have office hours, which is from 11 to 3 p.m. So if you are not in our community, guess what? I'll give you a little ticket here at the bottom. You go right there, sign up, and you can join us over there for that. Working on the business call. Kids get out early today, so that will cut into that. I also have 1 call and 1 in-person meeting. So I will get in there, start everything up, and then that'll probably be it for me for the day in there. Might come back a little later, but busy day here, and hopefully bringing some stuff in. So those are our 5 things. Let's check in. And let's see how everybody is doing this morning. Nani, right? Nani from coastal Georgia. How are you this morning? Jenny, good morning to you. 39, chilly, water in the cup. Sorry to hear about the water lines breaking. I know, right? We're going to talk about that. Currently 55. The high today is 67. I don't know what our high is going to be here today. I think we're supposed, because yesterday it was only in the 50s and it was windy and it was cold. It was cold enough, folks, where I put on pants and I put on slippers. The kids said I did not look right in pants and slippers because I'm traditionally shorts and flip-flop guy, but it is, I'm just, the weather is just stressing me out. Let's see what our temp is actually going to get to today. It's going to get to, because it's 35 out right now, and it's going to get up to 60. So still going to be cold. Jeff, good morning to you. 38 and sunny there in northern Kentucky. No drink yet. 5 things: vinyl, 3D, ornament work, pack orders, mail run. Mail is open today, Jeff. Mail is open today. And Barb, good morning. North central Minnesota. 37 and sunny. Water in the cup. 5 things: invoicing, set up files for Bible covers, pricing view, work on business, work in Blender 3D software. What's that? Is that 3D printing? Ooh, that sounds fun. Darren, long time no here. Good morning to you. Rena, good morning. Nice 57 this morning. We won't even get that high today. Maybe 60 is what it says. We'll see. Coffee in the cup. 60 is our high. Yeah, I just saw that. Thanks, Corey. And no stress for you. Man, there's so much going on. Barb, high 58. Today, great outside working weather. It is if it's not windy. I would wind tear down some of our inflatables, so I've got to fix those, new motors and that. But so here's what's been going on. Last Friday, we had a water main break. Legit end of the court right up here. So we went like 8 hours without water on Friday, which was crazy because we had done running around. We were actually traveling outside the area. So when we get back, we already find out that we had no water, so we couldn't even prep for that one. So that was Friday. Water came back, I don't know, midnight or so, something on Friday. Happened again on Saturday, so we had water for part of the day on Saturday, and then Saturday night, no water. Sunday, water all the way through. Yeah, Sunday, water all the way through. Yesterday, what is today? Today's Wednesday. Yesterday, so Sunday, Monday, water. We got water back on Sunday. So we had water back on Sunday. We had water back on Monday. Tuesday, yesterday. So yesterday, bringing home the kids from school as I'm coming down the road, in the golf cart, and we just see it bubbling up. Like, so we were right there when it happened, coming over the road, way bigger than what it has traditionally been. So no water last night. And then this morning, about 5 o'clock this morning, it broke again. So no water right now. They just shut the water off at 8. So we'll be without water at least for 8 hours. So that really throws a thing into it. Like power, I can deal with because I can go somewhere else and use somebody else's power. But man, water, you just forget the little things that you use water for. Going to the bathroom, washing your hands, like dishes, laundry, filling up a humidifier for DTF printing. These are the things that we need water for. So when there's no water, that really throws a damper on things. This last 3 times we're smart enough to catch it beforehand. We got it. So, hey, fill up the tub so we actually have water for that. Ordered in water for drinking. So we're good there. But man, that is just such an inconvenience to not have that. And, I understand storm damage. I understand that when everything happens, but like legit, when we're something like this, that usually happens twice a year in the same location, it's happening way more and more. And they just need to dig all of it up and replace it, but budgets, whatever. So that throws a damper on things. Two, I've been going back and forth with artwork on a few people, and it just boggles my mind when I'm telling people this cannot be done with what you are wanting. We need to go a different route with it, and they don't want to listen. So I do believe I'm gonna have to fire some people today and be like, we can't do this. It's just not possible. And every time I open up an email from them, it just hurts. It hurts. It hurts to know that I'm going to deal with just dumb shit. Like I don't know how many times I've told you this is not possible, and you keep wanting to try it. And I'm telling you no. The reason I'm telling you no is because if you want that custom shirt printed that way, you need to order 200 of them, and you don't want to do that. Well, that's the only way this is going to happen. So get to have that fun conversation again today. We did have some issues no, we didn't, because it was my issue. So it wasn't, haven't had any issues printing. We're back up and going on that. I will be turning off the notification as far as same day prints and that probably tomorrow. Tomorrow is when we'll go back to that, where rush services will be available, because we are back in the saddle. Things right there. Add to, we have a sick child at home. So, any of those that work from home, when you have a sick child, that just, of course, makes you want to do less because you want to do more with them. So hopefully just meds and sleep. So that's going on. Yeah, it's just, it seems like there's just times, and I know I'm not alone, and I want everybody else to know, hey, you're not alone too, right? You're not alone when there's days where it just feels like throwing in the towel. It's just not worth it. There's not days where there's other issues that are hampering your ability to do your job. I know Stanmar this morning, you could go to their website, you could add things to your cart, but when you would go to your cart, nothing would populate. That's a Sanmar issue. It's not a you issue, but it sure as hell throws the day off when you're not able to do things like that. When uploaders aren't working, when sites aren't working, when programs want to keep crashing on things, it just makes you want to throw in the towel. There's days where, every day is, a 4-figure day. You're doing, $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 a day, and then it just goes away, and then you don't see anything for, a couple days, which is great and bad at the same time. Great because it allows us to stay in front of all timelines and get caught up. But anytime that we have a 0 day, I get sketched out, because, and I don't mind 0 days on the weekends, because our main clientele is, B2B. So most of that happens throughout the week. Sometimes we'll get stuff on the weekends, an order here or there, but not too big. Nothing like, like it is throughout the week. But there's some days when, there's a 0 day, and I'm like, oh, is this the beginning of the end? Is this how, it needs to go? So that's the day I freak out of, oh, hey, imagine that. That's the day that bills are due. That's the day that this is done. And we have the cushion there. We have everything there. And, it's just the highs and lows of the business. And that's what we're trying to prevent. We're trying to, we love the spikes, but that down, that's where it really, on my end, freaks me out. And I don't ever want to be comfortable. I don't want to be like, oh, it's just business. No, because I think the minute I get like that is the minute I quit hustling, is the minute I quit putting in the work, the minute I quit putting in the effort. And it's just not something that I'm willing to sacrifice at this time. So like today on work on the business, I've got to build out 2 file sets. One that has all the collateral for Fat Dad Print Co. So we're able to put, the pictures of transfers, the videos of the printers going in there. So I can finish up the copy of that and have that ad set going. And then for Corey on the level up side, she's got some voiceover work to do. Set up those same files, that same folder with those, so we can start building on all that. I'd like to have that done by tomorrow, so that's going to be my work on the business project for today when I get done with everything else. Because in between this, things come in. Somebody sends artwork and, hey, I want this. You look at it and you're like, there's no way this will work that way. So let's hop on a call so we can talk about how we can make it work for you. And some are better than others. Some know, hey, this might be an issue. It might not be an issue. Let's go ahead and roll with it and see what we can come up with. Others are super demanding, and those are ones I just don't have time for anymore. It's just not, my stress is not worth it. My well-being is not with it. My mental capacity is not what it once was. I'm not saying any of this to like be down and be like, oh, boo-hoo, feel sorry for Todd. But sometimes I just feel like this is done. I'm going to go work. I'm going to go work for Brian. I'm going to go work for Sarah. Probably not Sarah. She's north and it's colder up there. So I'm going to go work for somebody down in the south and just do that. Then I realize there's no way I can do that. Having the freedom to do what we want when we want. We can make as much or as little as we want. It all depends on the effort that we want to. And we're comfortable with the position that we're in, but we know that we will need to, in order to sustain that, you lose a certain amount of customers every year. So you need to make sure you're replenishing those. We want to make sure that funnel is staying full. There is a new DTF Christmas bundle that I'm working on, all faux embroidery. I picked up an embroidery add-on. I'll talk about it over in our mentorship community, so I can do it with there, because I just did that yesterday and started messing with it, and I'm like, ooh, this looks like it could work out pretty good to do what I needed to do. So we're going to do a Christmas holiday faux embroidery DTF bundle. I know that's a mouthful, but I'm getting the artwork, going through that and getting that built out. Then we'll get it printed out so you can actually see it. So we're getting works in progress, and it's only the middle of October. We've got so much to do in such a little time to get there. So we're making sure. We stood the zombie guy back up, so good to go until he falls again. We've got the zombie. He's like 10 foot tall, 8 foot tall. But when they built this thing, they put the 2 fans in the back, and then he's got like little fringe things. Well, as the wind blows, it moves, and that fringe comes up and gets sucked right to the fans, and then he drops down. So I need to figure out something to make that better, because that has been a giant pain in my ass for this season. We had one of our ghosts go down, and it shattered the base. Luckily, my neighbor was throwing out his stuff because the motor quit working, but the base worked just fine. So I made that work, and just little stuff. We're getting back into it. Barb says Blender is a free, awesome CAD type software, and yes, using Cree files for 3D printing. Fun fact: I did some computer drafting in school for a couple semesters, and I just realized that sitting in the office wasn't for me. And now look at me sitting in an office every day. Wow, full circle back on that. No worries, man. Yeah, it's like but it's just dark. So there's come down the one way, and there's our key court, and the next key court. It's those two that are affected, and it just is a. Actually, I'm not even sure if the one above it were, but yeah, just ours. There's probably only like 10 houses that are affected, and we all complain about it because what are we supposed to do? So this morning when I actually walked down to see, because it was hard to see from that, because it's where the drain is, the storm drain is at the end of our block. So during the day, you can look down there and see if anything's flowing around it. In the morning, it's hard to. So I walked down there, and yep, sure as shit, there it is coming around the corner. As I was walking back, I saw my one neighbor had her kitchen light on, so I sent her a message. I said, fill the tub. And she's like, are you effing kidding me? Like, nope, look out the window down the street. You can see it. So yeah, we all deal with it. So we all pitch in, and it's fun to know. It's not even that cold out. They really need to figure out what's going on. Yeah. And that's the thing is it's just an old pipe. It's just old pipe. So as pressure goes through it, it finds the weak spots and it comes bubbling up. So yeah, good times. Tim, good morning to you. Tim from Toledo, Ohio. It's 42 out with pink monster to drink. Tim's 5 things. I'm window tinting a vehicle. Now, another one at 11. Got vinyl detail to put on windshield at 2. Putting together a new bench and much more. Tim's got a super productive day. And Barb said, I pressed the DTF transfers from Todd yesterday. Pressed like butter. Customer was happy. Love hearing that. Love hearing that. Renee didn't get the notification. I know. I didn't get it on mine either. Weird. 36 on the way to 60. Trash, right? Now, water in the bottle and coffee in the cup. Some people just don't get it. They don't. They don't. I try and tell them, hey, this is how it is. We got a meeting for a church, and we'll see. They want to buy bulk, but they want to do fundraising on it. So we're going back and forth on that. I said, here, let's. We kind of got the basics narrowed down. So I want to get a little more details, because that's the best thing. Is when you're trying to solicit new orders, you're trying to get new customers, especially on bulk things. Ask as many questions as possible. When do you need it in hand? Are you using this as a fundraiser? What is your preference for a style of shirt? What is your preference on colors? Do you have artwork? Is artwork print ready, or is it something that we need to convert? Timeline is huge on things like this, because then it lets us know how much time we're working with to get things done. So you want to ask as many questions as possible, and then always ask them, hey, do you have any questions for me? What if anything, do you have questions for me? So let's get those, and that will really help the conversation go down the way. I deal with that Monday, and then this morning, and the other customer doesn't want to pay the price. Whatever. I'm over you don't want to pay my price. You don't want to pay my price? See ya. I am not lowering pricing on things. In fact, we'll probably be, increasing pricing, because our pricing went up. We looked at what, I don't even know what the hell I looked at yesterday. I think it was somebody put out there on McDonald's, where a Big Mac meal used to be like $4.59, and now in most places it's $10, and that's changed in the last 10 years. That's a lot. Everything, cost of everything goes up. As the cost of everything goes up, gone are the days of a $10 t-shirt, folks. If we're putting stuff out there and we're doing it, it's custom. Yeah, it's just minimum 25 now. Oh, I can get it from so and so. Okay, get it from so and so. Then I'm cool with that. I can't run my business, giving stuff away, or worse yet, losing money on certain products. If it's just not there. I know somebody who is running really thin margins. By really thin, I'm saying like less than 5% margins on something that they're selling. I said, what happens when your printer goes down? They're like, well, what do you mean? I'm like, because that's what they do. You're going to need a new head, and they're $1,500 each. Are you kicking back for that? Because I know what you're paying for stuff. I know it is. We did the math on it. You're selling way too cheap, because when that goes down, what are you going to do? Like, we want new equipment. We want the next piece of equipment we buy will be the shuttle press. We're doing, since we focused Corey's business more on the retail side of things, we have been taking on more of those retail ready jobs, more of the fundraising. That's what we're focusing that side of it on. So this will help streamline that process. We've picked out one that we're going to go with. We've talked to a few different people that have it. And of course there'll be an affiliate link for it. We're paying full price for it, so there's that caveat. They're not giving it to us for free or anything, but we'll give it a go on it and see what we think of it, what we like of it. I believe the last week of October or first week of November, we're starting the process of converting the garage. And that's the other thing, is we want more space. So it comes down to converting the garage. What does converting the garage mean? All the walls are insulated. Roof is not, ceiling is not. So it's a ceiling open roof to the rafters. So we will need to enclose that and insulate that to keep it in there. We need to figure out a way to heat it. So, that's going to be a mini split that we'll use for there. These things cost thousands of dollars to do. So thousands of dollars to do something, and when we have a day where there's no sales, that really pushes that back, because I'm like, ooh, we're working fine with what we have now. I don't want to take out loans for any of this, but is that worth spending $4,000 on right now when we had a day of no sales, and the next day's sales may have been $200? Is it worth it to do? So it gets sketchy, and so it's what are the two main things for it? We need to go through our storage units. We need to go through our shed. We need to go through our garage. We need to go through the loft. So we're just going to, spend the $500 and whatever, rent the dumpster, clear out as much stuff as we can. I'm telling you, there's boxes in there that we haven't opened in 8 years. I'm not going to open them. I'm just going to toss them. Just clean it all out, start from scratch and see where we are with things, and then start building that system out there to free up a little more space to get a family room back in the basement. But it takes money. And, when sales we have a great week and then the next week isn't so great, some of those things that you really want to do, you have to look at, is it worth doing? Is it not worth doing? Maybe we hold off on it. Is it stage one? Get the dumpster, clean everything out. Let's start from scratch and see where it is from there. Stage two, okay, let's enclose this because, that will help with that needs to be done before heat. When we add that to it, here's a sub panel, here's a mini split, here's these other things. So there are stages that it needs to happen, but we're gonna work on getting it through there done. And Jeff said, Barb, that's probably one of the best free 3D softwares out there. So many tutorials on it. Very nice. And Barb says, hi, Jeff. Yes, it is. I like the fact that you can caliper a piece and then put in the specs directly in the software, configures the number into 3D. That is pretty slick. I will give that. And Cindy, it's cold, right? My chihuahua isn't happy. So am I, Cindy. Drinking black cherry vanilla bang. Nice. 5 things. Placed a same-day Amazon order. So helpful. I have yet to be able to order anything that same day. Now, I can order something at 9 o'clock at night. It's delivered between 4 a.m. and 8 a.m., but I've yet to find anything that I need that same-day delivery. So good for you, Cindy. Bling a tumbler, make Christmas earrings, embroider towels, cut marine vinyl. Ooh, Cindy's got a fun, busy day there. Cindy, we're in October now. When's the next show? When's the next show that you're doing? When is that coming? So I can put that on my schedule, and we can meet up over that. Jeff said, funny enough, I've never used it for 3D. Well, Jeff, there you go with it. Corey says, fall, winter depression is roasting. Less sun and warmth can drag you down. I know, that's why I want to move. I want to move south. I want to, I don't care about hurricanes. I don't care about floods. I don't care. We get snow and tornadoes here. We also get this thing called cold, and we get ridiculously cold. If you're here in the Midwest, that we can have times where it is 100 degrees plus, and there's times when it is negative 40. That's not including wind chill. So it just gets cold. Even going as little as 6 hours south changes that dynamic where you don't get that bitter cold. And I think I'm just over it. Barb says, Corey, I take extra D3 during the winter months. I think I just need to take extra Dallas or Austin or somewhere Texas or Louisiana or Mississippi or Alabama or Florida or South Carolina. I think that's what I need to do. Oh, she's going to give it for me. That's what I could see. I need to reach more. Let me get him some Xanax. Yesterday was just a bad day. Like I just felt like there's so much going on with things and like everything happened so fast. There was a meeting that I forgot about that I had set up and just wasn't paying attention to the time. We have base or basketball on Tuesday, so that takes up time. We had another water main break, so it was figuring that out. I was trying to figure out there was a lot happening at once, and I was just ready to call it quits. Right? Bring back the $5 footlongs. Yeah, that wasn't that long ago. What was that? 10 years ago? 12 years ago? And that's not existent anymore. B12 for also stress. B12, D3 work hand in hand. Probably sure some Xanax and some marijuana would work as well for that too. Both legal, right? Doctor prescribed. We go to go. The happy lights. Sarah has a happy light, I believe. And is it? I think Pilar has a happy light too. Maybe that's what I mean. Like this is fine. It just stretches of cold. I'm just not ready for it. Hey Barb, that post I shared in the group, that lady came back and said, okay, they're ready to order after trying to knock my price down. Yeah. You want me to come down lower on my price? Sure, I can come down lower on my price. I just need you to order more. That's it. That's good news, Tim. I don't bicker on my prices. Thanksgiving week is the next big show at the QCCA Expo Center. Is that load in is an experience? You're welcome to check it out. The load. Oh, yeah. You want? Let's put that on the schedule. I'll come help you. I'll come help you load in and out. So was that the Friday, Saturday, Sunday after Thanksgiving, and load up the 2 days before? Because we were on Thanksgiving break that week, right? Thanksgiving break all week. Yeah, Thanksgiving break all week that week. So yeah, we can do it. That's some content creation, baby. And Cindy, I need some jewelry from you, because since we have that F1 and we want to test out, see how it works, maybe we can do a little collaboration on some stuff. So I'll have you get with Corey and figure that part of it out, and then we can Cindy jewelry F1, so we can engrave and see what it looks like and how it works, and then that way she knows what she can do with it and go there. So said to Corey, and got a haircut yesterday. Corey didn't even say I look good. I had 3 other women tell me I look good, though. I will say that I didn't have my hat off for them either.
Well, I noticed.
See,
it always looks nicer when it's tripped up.
Yeah, look, all gray. Yeah, I keep saying when these 2 points meet, that I'm just shaving my head, and I'm not sure how I'm gonna look bald, but I'm gonna wear a hat all the time anyway. But that's about what it's about there. Pretty close to going just bald and shaving it all off. So I had that yesterday too. I do have another one the Tuesday after my birthday, 9 o'clock. So that's like the 16th or 17th. It's in my calendar. So yeah, so that's what we got today. If you don't take your hat off, no one, yeah, you do, because it picks out here. It goes here. It gets all bushy out. And bushy in the back. So I didn't take my hat off for those women. They were young women too. They noticed it. That's right. I'm just giving Corey hell for it. So we've got our mentorship call that starts here at 9:30. So we got to get set up for that. Then we have our work on your business call that, like I said, I'll hop in. I'll be in the beginning, and then I'll hop out. I will set up hosts, so everything is good to go there with that, and we'll be able to rock and roll. But I got to get stuff done. In our mentorship call, I'm going to talk about what we're doing for embroidery files now. See if anybody else knows about it. Anybody else talks about it. Once we get all of that and we know that's good, I will be happy to let everybody else know in it. But for the up-to-date information, the new information, that's where you need to go. Patreon.com/FatDadMC, and we'll get you over there. Remember, we do this 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Sharing is caring, folks. That's how we spread the word. So make sure to like, subscribe, share, let everybody know. Until next time, people, we got this up here, and I can hit this button, and it'll give me the intro. So, right? Yeah, it does. Yeah, it gives me the intro. So, peace, love, press on. We will see you guys next time. Maybe. Play outro and stream. That's